Good morning. Welcome to my thought for the day, which today is centered on a line from one of those wonderful Christmas carols that we sing every year. It's from the middle of "O Come All Ye Faithful," and it says, "Word of the Father, now in flesh appearing." It's almost a quote from John chapter 1, verse 14, "And the Word became flesh." And John has this understanding, a deep understanding of who Jesus is and was and will be. Jesus, the Word. In the beginning was the Word. This is an expression of, I was trying to think, what do we think of when we say Jesus is the Word? Think back to creation. Where was Jesus in creation? In the beginning of Genesis, it says, in the beginning, God created. And then it mentions the Spirit moving over the face of the waters. And then God said, let there be light. He spoke words. Words express, don't they, meaning. They can create a situation. Someone telling a story. When you tell the story, and some people are really good at telling stories, aren't they? When they tell the story, or perhaps when they read a story to their child, it's so beautifully read and expressively. The words bring a picture, and the imagination brings into being the things the word expresses. But this is more than that. This is where God uses words, and those words create. Nothing was created without God speaking, and the words were the Word. It's a mystery. It's strange. You can't think about it because words, they come out of your mouth, and where are they? They've disappeared. Nowadays we have the ability, don't we? It's quite funny, really. We can press a thing on our computer or on our iPads, and we can speak words, and the iPad turns them into text. All right, sometimes the text is not right, and there's the auto. I was going to say autopilot, but I mean the autocorrect kind of thing that corrects it. And if you're not careful, you've said something completely different to what you originally said. So you have to go back and correct the text. But we have this ability now with the technology we have for the words that are spoken to be visible to the eye. But God was doing this long before all this technology was ever created. God spoke, and the words he spoke produced what he had spoken. In the beginning, God said, let there be light, and there was light. The very first creative word was light. And John says, in him was life, and the life was the light of men. Right at the beginning, the first thing, the first word that came out of God's mouth was light, spoken into the darkness. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. It was dark, total darkness. And God said, light, let there be light. And it was. And that was before sun, stars were created. Long before they were created. God is the source of light. We think of the sun as the source of light. God is the source of light. And in Revelation it tells us that when the new heavens and the new earth are created, there will be light there, sourced from God himself. And there will be no need for lamps or lights or torches or anything, because there won't be any darkness. The darkness is like a picture of everything without Jesus. And when the word is spoken, the light comes. God doesn't want us walking, floundering around in darkness. He's given us light. Jesus himself said, I am the light of the world. Light is so important at Christmas, isn't it? All these... I love the fact that we celebrate the coming of Jesus in the darkest months. You know, in the darkest weeks of the year, we celebrate the coming of light. And people put lights up all over the place. And even in this year of great austerity, people are still putting the lights up. They symbolise the most profound act of God, which was to give light where there is darkness. And in order to give that light, he spoke words. And those words, that is Jesus. Jesus is the word of God, the very expression of God. The very thought of God put into words is Jesus. Jesus, the Word. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word became flesh. This mystery, it's a mystery. We'll never fathom it, but it's good to ponder it. It's good to think about this incredible fact that Jesus has been there from the beginning. The Godhead itself, himself, expressed in three persons. We haven't got the language to express how God is. And these words are the closest that we can get to it. Word of the Father, now in flesh, appearing. A mystery, great mystery. Something to worship, something to stand in awe of. That God himself became flesh. The Word, the creative Word, through which every single thing was made, became part of his own creation, came into his own creation. They call it the incarnation, the coming into the flesh of Jesus, incarnation, because carne is the flesh. Jesus coming into the flesh. It captures my mind, and just thinking about these concepts is just so awe-inspiring. I hope it touches you in something of the way that it's been touching me the last few days. God bless you. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.